1919, the war is over. Hollywood now dominates the world. D.W. Griffith signs with United Artists, Douglas Fairbanks, Charlie Chaplin, and Mary Pickford, forming to protect themselves from the growing power of the big studios. The three greatest performers joined with the greatest director to distribute their own pictures. It was a gesture of idealism significant in the first year of peace.
Are they in there?
Smoke?
Oh, thank you.
Get over so I can see better. Is that D.W. Griffith?
Yes.
Where'd you find that thing? It lights.
He looks all right, doesn't he?
Sure, he's all right. He made The Birth of a Nation.
Oh, that other man's Walter Houston. I wish we could hear better. I saw him in a picture once, and he's pretty good.
Come on, we will hear better.
Is it generally known that you're a Southerner?
I should think it should be. It's been advertised enough. Yes, my father was a colonel in the Confederacy.
Have you got a penny?
Penny? What do you want with a penny?
I'm going to give you a present. It's a sharp gift.
Let's see. I'll have to look. No, I'm rich. I've only got a dime. A couple of them.
I'll take both of them.
Say, you don't care what you do with my money, do you? How do I know your present's worth the 2 dimes?
Well, I think you'll like it. It's an old army saber, worn by a Confederate officer.
Well, thank you, Walter. I like that. My father wore a sword like that.
Now I want to ask you a question.
Far ahead.
When you made The Birth of a Nation, did you tell your father's story?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Well, after you mention it, perhaps I did.
How long did it take you?
Say, you ask more questions. How long does it take to make anything? I suppose it began when I was a child. I used to get under the table and listen to my father and his friends talk about the battles they'd been through and their struggles. And those things impressed you deeply. And I suppose that got into the birth.
You feel as though it were true?
Yes, I feel so. True as that blade. Oh, that's natural enough, you know, and you've heard your father tell about fighting day after day, night after night, and having nothing to eat but parched corn, and about your mother staying up night after night sewing robes for the Klan. The Klan at that time was needed and served a purpose. Yes, I think it's true. But as Pontius Pilate said, truth? What is the truth?
Well, it has stood the test of time. Still considered to be the best picture that was ever made. Must make you feel proud.
Well, thank you very much for that. If I thought you really thought it was the best pictures ever made, I would be tempted to be a little proud. But I don't know. You never get into those things, you know. You never get into those things, the things that you expect to get more to get.
But it had the fury of life in it. I mean, it made your blood, it made your blood tingle.
Well, maybe there was something in it, but I don't think I deserve the credit. It was about something. You can tell easily a story about something. It was about a tremendous struggle. It's about a story of people that were fighting desperately against great odds, great sacrifices, suffering, death. It was a great struggle, a great story. A story where young girls used to wear cotton or ermine, and where the boys imagined. You ever read about Pickett's charge at Gettysburg? Beautiful thing. There were boys there, like in many a battle. When the fathers dropped their guns, these nothing but children picked them up and went on fighting. And they fought to the bitter end. It's easy enough to tell that kind of a story. All you have to do is, anybody can do that. It's the story itself that tells itself.
But were conditions in the South after the war as bad as you pictured them?
You mean concerning the rule of the carpetbaggers and the Negroes?
Yes.
I just happen to have a volume of Woodrow Wilson. Did you ever read what he has to say about it? Somewhere I've got it marked here. Just going to let you read it. I'll read it out loud if you don't mind.
Adventurers swarmed out of the North, as much the enemies of one race as the other, to cozen, beguile, and use the Negroes. In the villages, the Negroes were the office holders, men who knew none of the uses of authority except its insolences. The policy of the congressional leaders wrought a veritable overthrow of civilization in the South, in the determination to put the white South under the heel of the black South. The white men were roused by a mere instinct of self-preservation, until at last there had sprung into existence a great Ku Klux Klan, a veritable empire of the South, to protect the Southern country.
Rather true it sounds, doesn't it? Very unusual thing.